think the isolation, being isolated and people not kind of communing with me or talking with me, that happened during the show.
Okay.
Hold on, so I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you mean the cat? You talking about the rest of the DBs wouldn't holler at you?
Yeah. They wasn't. I mean, it gives and take. You know what I'm saying? Like the person I respect. You know what I'm saying? Out of the DBs. You know, I mean Steven Andrews because you know he is off the chain. But Dante was cool. Eddie Moen, I respect Eddie Moen because Eddie Moen let me know that he didn't like me.
Right.
Okay.
And so I expect Eddie Moen to talk bad about me.
So he kept it real with you up front.
Up front, like, man, you know, so I expected, you know, my man, he really disappointed me. He really disappointed me.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know why they didn't like you?
They'll be calling you with the show and they'll see what they said, and then all of a sudden you won't get no calls no more. You won't get no calls. So, I mean, you felt the vibe, but you didn't know what they was actually doing when they go to their interview sessions. You know, you don't know what the producers told them. You just didn't know. You was in your own world trying to figure out, and everybody was so serious.
They had a problem when y'all all went out and you sported the tie.
I mean, yeah,
All the women was talking to you.
This way, man. We got into our arguments and our battles, and nobody ever stepped up to fight. So, being that said, you know, when you go out, they were trying to jump. They were trying to make fun of me, you know what I'm saying? You just stand up. But when it was time to fight, man, when it was one time they tried to portray me like I was an outcast, and I said something to all of them, and nobody never stood up. Nobody said nothing. I was like, man, we can put all this show stuff down, man. You got a problem with me? You got a problem. If you beat me between the lines, you beat me between the lines. I leave everything between the lines. But outside of that, everything else, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is.
Yeah, we can handle that.
They got me looking crazy lost the entire time, man.
Damn. Well, I mean,
you're right.
On the real, that's what I thought. I was like, damn.
They have to sell a show. We understand that part. I understand producers have to do that. It's reality TV, but like you said, it is scripted to an extent.
Yeah, so they can't make, if I'm the underdog, they can't make me look good. Man, I had picks and interceptions, I had breakups against Holly. They did not put none of that footage on. And that's when I'm like, what's they trying to do?
Well, you know what you should have did, Moses? You should have had a homie with a camera up in the stands and filming your shit yourself, man, so you can put it on YouTube.
But now, I'm gonna say this though, Moses. I want your opinion on it because I've known a few cats from Florida. Florida cats usually are probably the biggest shit talkers I ever met. For a Florida cat, you are a little more laid back than the average Dade County cat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So.
But you gotta see where I came from. I came from a bigger purpose. Like I'm a counselor at a public boarding school, so I had kids watching me.
Oh, right.
So I had to be careful and mindful how I portrayed what I did.
Right.
You know,
right.
because I'm telling these kids how to do better and how to live and how to walk away. And so I couldn't do that on per se the TV where the cameras are rolling.
In other words, you didn't want to act like a straight fool.
I couldn't.
All right, and I respect that. I respect that 100%. But you telling me that Dade County, Florida cat is in you though, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. I respect that 100.
Hold up, dog. Real quick. Okay. Now, the beat the blocker drill. That's the one where who was it that knocked them off?
That was Ahmad Smith.
Ahmad Smith.
Let's talk about it,
because I want to know. You got to put this in proper perspective for our people that watch the Chop Shop, because we keep it real here.
Chop it up.
Tell us what happened, because he came off like, first of all, you was walking like a wounded llama, almost to the bag, and he just came and smashed you.
He hit you like a truck hitting a Pomeranian crossing a big ass street.
So tell us about that, man. What's the real deal with that?
That was a big hit. You know, and I talked to my boy about this, and he was like, man, Mo, if you line up on the field and you hurt, it's their duty to take advantage of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's their duty. So, put it back in perspective. Me and Montreal got caught in the war room. Me and Montreal were both hurt. They didn't highlight my injury. They highlight Montreal.
Yeah.
My groin, I couldn't really change direction without my groin grabbing or sharp pain.
Right.
So when we went out that morning, that was the day we did the beat the block. So I got up early that morning. I stretched, did all the drills, got with the trainer, got mentally prepared, did the one-on-ones. 30 minutes later, they went back in and we came back outside and we did beat the blocker. So
all right.
my leg was, I couldn't even go left or right. So I was trying to get around him because you got to think I'm one of the fastest guys out there.
Right.
So if I can't get around him, something got to be wrong.
Now I'm gonna say this. I respect all of that, but I'm gonna say this. At the end, it was looking like you was giving up, dog. And I think when it looked like you gave up, and you was laying on your back, and everyone was looking like, man, look at this dude, man. He fucking punking out. And then you know, I think Irvin told you, get up, hit the quarterback. And you got up and gingerly jogged. Now I feel you. You say, hey, my groin was hurt. And then that's when Ahmad tagged you from the side, and you was on the ground. I think, and this is just personal opinion, I think if you would have sold out, and we only know what we see, but if you would have sold out on that, you know what I'm saying, on that drill, like you sold out in the evening drill we saw on TV, I think, and I'm going to ask your opinion on what you think, I think he would have sent Moten home because Moten got into a talkback little issue with Irvin.
Yeah.
Montrell said the week he went home, Irvin wanted to send Moten home that week.
I'm not sure, man. I think it would have, you know, it was. I mean, you're going against Joe Amazano, boy. You know.
Because I'm just saying this.
I think everybody had a time and a place when they was going to go home.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Because it sounds like you saying it was like your destiny to like, hey,
like
this week it's you.
Like it's scripted. You gonna make it to round such and such, and then you out, regardless of what you do. And we got footage to get your ass up out if you perform that week.
But they were good writers because they adjusted. If somebody get hurt, they'll make an adjustment. You know, my thing is, why would you make me look this bad?
It looked pretty bad, dog.
I look terrible, bro.
Yeah, man. It looked like, man, like you could put a B player out there, man, they could get you. That's just the way it looked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we sitting here.
Every shot, I think, I was surprised when we did the 2-minute drill, and they said I was holding, I was going against Holly. Surprised they even put that on the show because it showed Holly getting beat up and start complaining. Because he's the type of player, if he do you in, he's like, you suck. You beat him up. Oh, man, you can't hold me. He never give credit.
Hey, but see, I ain't got no problem with you doing that as a corner, because you're supposed to beat up on a receiver as a corner. Fuck a receiver. That's what you... Hey, I used to play corner a long time ago, and I ain't had no problem with none of that shit you was doing. And with him whining and crying about, oh, man, he holding. I like, you know, because Bill Bates had your back on that, was like, I ain't see no holding. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no problem with that. And that's what I was liking more out of you near the end when, you know, you was doing the one-on-ones, because you was bumping and knocking these fools and taking their concentration away. Because when you wasn't, they felt like, oh, I can do anything. I can sky over them. I can cut in front of them. You know what I mean?
I think that's what they showed you guys, man.
Okay.
So he basically...
That's why I said I was surprised that they even put that on film.
He basically saying, look, dog, this was filmed in Dallas, but this shit Hollywood.